Okay.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Reincarnated as a Podcaster. I am your host for today, the Ed Boy, here with
I'm
the
Wakanda.
others.
Who are you?
Oh, fuck.
You're putting me on the spot here.
You can be the water dude.
I forgot what they were
I don't
called.
remember either.
What are they called? Something with the T.
Talocanes.
Damn.
Yeah, you're them.
They're them.
So, today we are talking about Wakanda Forever. I mean, this is like super late. This movie came out forever ago.
It came out in 2022. We're in 2024.
Yeah, but it came out like 6 months ago.
I know.
They took forever to fucking put it on
Disney Plus.
demand.
I mean, someone would make the argument that, you'd go watch it in a theater, right?
I had to
But
make the argument that theaters are dying.
there's that too.
They're wasting money, bro. You just stay at home.
You know, I bought 6 tickets to an anime movie.
Yes.
Cost me $110.
Oh, shit.
I hope all theaters go under. That is my saying. I will leave that. Thank you. Anyway,
$110.
6 tickets.
it's great. Can't wait to
Damn.
buy $15 popcorn when I go there too.
Damn.
Because if you don't buy popcorn, we're not watching a movie.
I feel like I'd rather go to the movie theaters if it's like a scary movie.
Really?
Yeah, see, I'd rather be home for scary movies.
I'd rather be home for that.
If I want to go to the movie theaters, I want to see something like big.
Yes.
Like something crazy going on. Like Star Wars or...
I saw Men in the movie theaters.
I
That
don't
shit
know
was crazy,
if I want to see Men in the movie theaters.
I was traumatized, bro.
Dude, I was traumatized already. But anyway, I probably could. I can see Marvel being that, like, bombastic.
I guess
think
it's out there. It's the
some of
type.
them,
yeah.
yeah.
It's the type.
Like, I think Doctor Strange is better via movie theater.
Then
than
if you were
it
just
was-
at home.
Yeah, just for certain scenes. But I don't feel like this movie was personally for me. I don't feel like anything like crazy happened. Maybe the fight
No.
scene towards the end.
Even then.
And then I watched it on this TV.
You watched it on this TV?
This is where I watch my movies.
Interesting. Oh, that makes sense because you work right here.
I like how he's his office, but then he works on the table. It's like me. I have my table and I work in the office.
Oh, no. I watched this on my bigger screen downstairs with my sound bar and stuff.
Your poor neighbors.
That's where I watch movies.
Makes sense.
Yep. But this movie, all right, initial thoughts. What did you think? What did you like? What did you
We're
not like?
going to go. We're just going to talk about if we liked it or not, or are we talking about like small things?
Well, I mean, we
just-
can go into like the nitpickiness of everything.
Okay.
Well, even you could say even more so than just nitpickiness.
As I've talked
but-
about this movie before to you guys, I like this movie, but it's a net zero movie. Nothing happened.
Makes sense.
I didn't think about it like that.
This movie just went from beginning, and then they gained a person. But they technically lost a lot more people than they gained, so
Lost a lot of people.
nothing happened. That's how I feel.
I feel like I liked the movie.
Yeah.
It was
fun
very
movie.
enjoyable. But I feel like after, things happen, they kind of just threw this together as a way to
Memorialize almost.
memorialize and kind of go through the characters' grief process.
I think it's very good, very done very well. The grief process. in this.
Yeah, and I mean, you can understand just from a standpoint of the director itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, Ryan Coogler was pretty good friends with Chadwick Boseman,
Mm-hmm.
and so the way the entire chaotic process of having a film, having a protagonist, knowing what you're doing, and then having that all just disappear and rewriting it while the director himself is also going through whatever parting grief, but still having to, pay his homages to his Disney overlords.
Yeah.
I mean, so I do like how tasteful it is in that, even though I kind of wish it just maintained itself in that without the very obligatory, like I said, tribute to your Disney overlords.
I did love the first 10 minutes or so with the whole funeral and stuff. It's done very well, but then it moves on. Obviously,
Well, it
kinda
has to, yeah.
And then it kind of stuff after that. Kind of nothing happened.
So for me, I don't have problems with the conflict in itself, right? I don't have problems with the premise of this movie. I have issues with the plot devices used to go through this conflict.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I like how it sounds like we're shitting on this film. We're gonna probably rate this somewhat high, even after.
Speak for yourself, bro. I'm just kidding.
I'm like, I talked to you. You're probably the person that talks about it the most positively. So I don't know what you want.
I'm gonna say if I rate this higher, we have issues.
4.
Wow, I was gonna give it a 15.
I mean, I personally do believe this is probably the best film of Phase 4.
I mean, that's a low bar.
I know it's
bro.
a super low bar. Low bar. Super low bar.
Even with my favorite characters being like Doctor Strange.
Is technically Spider-Man Phase 4?
Ooh, no.
I don't know where that's
the
located. That's Phase.
That's
Sony.
beginning of Phase 4. Actually, that puts things a little differently in perspective. But I mean, it's not like they're both good movies.
Yeah.
This movie, I'm trying to put everything into like
words
in my head of how I feel about this film.
We are podcasters. It is very hard.
I'm trying to remember what the fuck happened.
You don't?
Well, I'm trying to remember like scene by scene in my head.
Oh, I remember. I remember all the. I remember all like the what's it called? All the useless stuff.
Yeah.
That was going through my head right now.
Because in my mind, this is how my mind thinks it. Scene 1's depression.
Yes.
Scenes 2, I'm gonna be stronger, I guess.
Yeah.
Scene 3 is fuck the government. They're trying to steal our material.
Yeah.
Scene 4 is we meet cool people. Cool people want to fuck up everybody because fuck everybody.
Yeah.
It's the fuck you everybody statement. And 5 is the fuck you happens. And then 6, everyone fights. 7, we all handshake.
No. You forgot a very special act.
What did I miss?
Before they meet cool people, is when you meet
the girl.
Yeah,
but
it is like somehow I made up this machine.
I kind of thought that was dumb, personally.
Yeah, and as I said, this is the tribute. This is the tribute to the Disney overlords,
Disney.
right? Because obviously you go into Phase 5, and Ironheart is one of the shows that is going to be on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Right?
Wait, what?
Yeah, she's like a important character.
Oh, the one Iron Man looking girl.
Yeah.
What?
Because like even in comics, she is technically like the Tony Stark replacement.
Yeah. She's super.
Because Tony Stark dies.
Yeah.
Whoa, spoiler.
It doesn't matter.
Remember when they said the old Disney quote? Yeah, she got that Iron Man suit.
Dude. Okay. There were certain moments in the movies like it's being serious or whatever, and then it just.
Because it's Disney.
And
it's Marvel.
I was like, God damn it, why would you do this?
You can tell like there's a lot of this movie. At least what I do like is the parts that are meant to be serious for the most part stay that way, because that's usually the thing I hate the most about these movies is that you can never let something sit in its like seriousness, right?
Do you think like the Disney overlords read over the script, right, and like you got to add this joke here?
No, most likely.
Yeah.
And here
They're like, this is a little
serious.
This is a little too serious for our
Remember when
families.
when I'm worried about the new DC stuff coming out with what's his name?
James Gunn.
James Gunn.
Yeah.
Like I think he's gonna do great. I think about 2 years in, maybe a year in, Warner Brothers gonna be like, that's a nice script there. It'd be sad if we gave you this one instead. And you go, fuck.
It'd be a shame if I pull out this contract you signed that you have to add this line into every movie.
So that's my worry. That's where I feel like Disney is now doing that, because I feel like with the not phase 1, but the first set of movies.
Yes, first chunk.
Where it didn't feel like they put their hands too deep into it.
Yeah.
I feel like the second chunk, they're just like, here's Mickey Mouse. Good luck. Like, fuck. I feel like they've reached a little too far.
Because, I mean, I feel like the perfect tastefulness for a Marvel film in this is almost like Infinity War, where it wasn't afraid to delve into, like, the darkness of that.
And they fucked it with Endgame.
Yeah, there is that. But,
They're good fight scenes. Remember when the girls all teamed together?
My favorite part.
Yeah, great
so... We go into this movie, right? We're gonna talk about my biggest gripe, because I the whole Ironheart subplot is a gripe I have.
I feel like they just kind of like
I feel like you needed it.
No,
it's not.
But I feel like they shoved it in your face. You're like, cool, a new character. Then we pulled it away. Now we put it back. Now we pull it away.
It's like,
put it back.
I feel like
okay, whatever.
It's forcefully necessary to the story they wanted to tell.
It's for future.
Yeah, exactly. And then, so in that case, it's not the most egregious sin to me, but it's just a little annoying that this always happens.
I do want to go back really quick. Speaking of that, it sounds like what DC tried to do. It's weird to say, but you know how Marvel had 10 years leading up to
Infinity
War? It feels like DC tried that by shoving it in our faces as quick as possible. I feel like Marvel has now jumped on that.
No, because I feel like they've always done that even before Infinity War.
You think so?
I think it's more apparent now.
It's more apparent now, but even if you look then, all like the Thanos references and all this Infinity Stone references for like the 2 phases before Infinity War.
True.
I mean, it's always been there. They've always done it. The only thing is now there's so much content coming out. It's so like egregiously there. And the problem too is it's not tasteful.
Yeah.
And the other films, they're relegated to a post-credit scene or something.
Or like something in the background.
Yeah, but these are clearly in film. Decisions that are made to be like, oh, we're gonna push future content, right? And that's something to me that, like, for a most part, I feel like a movie or a story should be able to stand by itself. Should. I understand trilogies, right? I understand stories that extend further, and that's fine. And I can understand, wanting to contain the major story in a longer form factor. Yeah. But I don't like the idea of introducing an entirely different story,
part of that story,
as part of a previous one.
So it's like the Doctor Strange movie, right?
Yeah.
When they introduce what's her name?
America Chavez.
Yeah.
I feel, and it's sad because it's not like Riri Williams is a bad character, Ironheart's a bad character.
Yeah. I actually love both the characters.
Yeah, or
they're
America
fun.
Chavez is. I just feel like they're done dirty being introduced in this type of way.
They just feel like they're thrown in, which is what they are.
Yeah.
Because she, other than like the couple fight scenes she's in, and I need someone to build something that isn't just Shuri.
Yeah. We need 2 smart people.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll push the future.
So that's the only thing I feel like that. Because other than that, I don't feel like she adds that much to it.
Yeah.
And,
just a fun
and I feel like her character's a little done dirty because of it.
I feel she was just kind of there.
Yeah.
That's all. Because that's like comedic relief too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like seeing her as she is and what it's capable in her own series, it might be good, it might be fine and everything. I just kind of don't like how it's treated in here.
Do you feel like the movies for Marvel are more like in your face about the future stuff than their TV shows? Because I don't feel like the shows throw as much like, look, this is going to be next story arc. I feel like the TV shows are like cut and dried. This is a story.
Yes, I do kind of feel that way.
Where the movies feel like, here's extra stuff that had to come out in our TV shows.
This is a problem Marvel's always had, though. Even before they started sticking their hands more into the show than anything. Yeah. They're very much more likely to like have a movie reference a show than a show reference a movie, which doesn't mean it hasn't happened, because it has. But it's usually less so. Because I think there's it's timetables for films compared to timetables for shows.
And I guess if something's thrown in a movie where you say you put it in for 10 minutes, that's about 5% of your movie. Where if you do that for a TV show, that's what, nil?
I also feel like they, numbers wise, it's a numbers game, right? I feel like you have a wider audience margin for a film than you do just for a spin-off TV show on Disney Plus. So it doesn't serve you to put what you would consider to be important information in the thing that's going to reach less people than just to put something lesser in a film that reaches more people, hoping to funnel people into that other thing.
Yeah.
I guess it's like, it's weird to say their movie is almost like an ad for their TV show.
And that's kind of what it is. Yeah. That's what it's become. It's become, we're going to make a film about these people, but we're also going to, it's like Michael Bay product placement. It's the same thing, but with their own IP.
Wait, there's product placement?
What?
Oh my god!
That Krispy Kreme building was it?
This new iPhone 12 is a new model. What product placement?
Also, the funny thing to me, it is the most hilarious thing, and I fucking hate it, because you see it in this film, is how a bad guy can never use Apple.
Oh my god!
Because that is a stipulation done by Apple where a villain cannot be using their product.
Bad guy though,
dude.
He was just a waste of time. That was really cool.
It's like when you watch Korean dramas. Like literally 95% of the characters use a Samsung.
Because it's in Korea.
It's very rare you see people using Apples, but when you're doing like, hey, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Well, they wouldn't anyway. I mean, the only other phone that you would use in that type part of the world is probably Huawei.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Never used them.
Okay. I want to talk about my egregious sin, and this is more of a personal thing on my account in the story.
The soundbar wasn't loud enough.
No. Her character is fine. She is what it is.
She annoyed me most of the movie.
Yeah, there's a little bit of
like I understand, but I was like, God damn, bro.
During the fight scenes, they moved the camera.
No.
Oh, wow. That's his most egregious sin of all time.
What's that when they're coming out of the water after being like hundreds of thousands of feet underground, and they just like.
No, I mean that's why this is a personal gripe. I just wanted Talokan to be more badass.
That's true.
He did him dirty.
True. Yeah, that's my egregious sin. That's why I said it's a personal. It has nothing to do with like the made this movie's made. It's just my personal. I just wanted it to be cooler.
I already thought he was cool, but
he needed more screen time.
Yeah, and so we bring the because we bring the what's the issue that I that always comes with this.
He was totally badass.
No, like diversity is not what I'm looking for.
Diversity
is not the word I'm looking for. Representation, right?
Oh yeah.
That's why I said this.
I know where he was going with that.
This is the little bit of egregiousness of I just want these dudes to be more badass.
I just wanted them to have more screen time because
it's the sad thing of like I want him to be better.
He's cool already, but he's not Tony Stark.
He's not enough.
Where's his own movie?
He's never. Well, they can't. Because of stupid rights reasons.
Goddamn. Well, they did him dirty because in my eyes he won the battle at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Dude, he totally won, and then he walked away victorious, and then she just fucking cheated.
Well, I mean, she fucking pulled a spear out of her, and
that's you lost, dude.
You don't lose until someone dies.
It's like the saying in boxing. Once you're in the ring, you have to protect yourself no matter what.
That's what I'm saying. And that's not necessarily what I mean. I'm just like, because I think about what Wakanda is, right? Okay. Just in general, if you look at from a fictional standpoint, what it is, what it represents to certain people, and what it represents to ideas and stuff. And you look at things like Afrofuturism and all these other, concepts that make this super country that is Wakanda. And then like you get Talokan and they're like, they're just some Yucatec Mayas. They found a cool plant.
They ate it.
They went into the ocean. They turned blue.
And then they disappeared forever.
It's not like I haven't seen that in a movie recently before with blue people underwater.
Recently.
What movie is that?
I don't know. And, they go down there. Sure, there's a cool city. They made a sun. I mean, that's cool.
City's cool.
That city's cool. I mean, but then you have this other countries like I got spaceships and laser guns and fucking invisibility and shields and.
So going back to the city.
Yeah.
Why the fuck does he have a suit to go underwater?
Because he stole it.
From who and why?
From at the beginning of the movie.
You know when they attacked the random CIA base?
Yeah, they stole the suits.
Why did they steal the suits?
Because they were trying to look for adamantium.
No. Yes.
Same universe, different metal.
Why did Wolverine come up? But why did they steal suits?
Why not? It's a suit.
They can't use it. They can breathe under the goddamn water. They don't want to show people their place.
Yeah.
So they have suits to show people their place.
Just in case.
Wait, how did they, when they were fighting, how did they do the magnetism?
What do you mean?
To the helicopter or whatever.
What?
Because they were like flying away, but then...
That's not magnetism.
Or like what was happening?
He literally flew up into the air, grabbed the back of the helicopter, and flung it.
I didn't see that part.
And then Magneto came out.
I thought they were just like going backwards. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
No, because they didn't want to show them because you see how strong he is and stuff later. Yeah. He literally flies up there, grabs the back of the fucking helicopter.
That makes sense now. I thought it had some sort of powers soon. Like they didn't even use them again.
No, that's him. And he did use those.
Also
like the fucking water balloons.
the super water balloon.
The shittiest grenade, bro.
Dude, but they blew up like real water grenades would. It was a big water bomb, and it followed the character.
That to me is, like I said, it's just so nitpicky a gripe that I have with this. I just want him to be cooler, because you're framing them. You're framing them as this threat to this like super sci-fi power, right?
Yeah,
they're like a threat to them.
This like indigenous group beat up this like futuristic,
which is cool
society. In my eyes, they won.
Yeah.
When they were on the ship at the end, they totally lost.
Yeah.
Wakanda.
They had the numbers advantage.
Yeah, the Black Panther totally lost at the end. Don't tell me otherwise.
And I mean, for me, Tenoch carries, dude.
But don't worry, none of them lost technically. They all hugged it out.
No,
and then the water people went back underwater, and the movie did nothing, and here we are today.
Fucking Namor, he big-brained it. He's I'm going to pretend to lose to create this friendship with these people, so when we go fuck shit up, they have to help us.
Otherwise, we'll water grenade them again. We'll kill their kids a second time.
That was like my thing. I'm looking at it, I'm like, I can appreciate the attention to detail on certain aspects of this, right?
Yeah.
I do appreciate like from the language that's used to like the imagery and like the art and the look. But I think I wanted something that was more kind of in line with what they did with, because Wakanda's not like we're gonna take one tribe of Africa and superify them, right?
Like that's the only thing.
It's like they took many ideas and stuff and they put it in there and then they futurized it.
Yep.
Where I feel like this is just you have water Mayans.
And that's all you got.
And that's it. There's no additives other than that the fact they live underwater, right?
Yeah.
They don't have technology.
That's kind of what I want. And then you can make the argument, I guess, timelines, right?
Because didn't they use that metal too?
Yeah, they have vibranium. They have the same shit.
Yeah, that's why they were like.
That's legit the only storyline why they came in, because they wanted to kill the scientist lady. And the Wakandans were like, "No, she's ours now." I guess
they're trying to expose us.
It's my question. What? This is the fun because I like thinking about world building, and world building is fun. Does vibranium make you smarter? Because it makes you stronger. It adapts your body, but does it make you smarter?
Your brain's not a muscle, so no.
So, because this is my question, right?
Maybe after a lot of exposure.
Maybe because we're gonna look at like timelines and just like the way societies develop, right?
Right.
Sure.
And the way isolated societies develop, because isolated societies normally don't have leg ups in technology in comparison to large groups of people coming together and building up. Sure. I mean they can develop differently, right? But that's why. And for me, when you look at both sides and you look at both people having access to the same materials. And then having like tech and stuff being so obviously like different.
Okay.
It's almost like in my eyes, right? You have like this look of the indigenous people are still kept low and indigenous.
That's fucked up, Disney.
In comparison with all these other superpowers as well. And I mean, it's cool to see them, rise up and go bigger and stuff because that's the imagery. I mean, they call the CIA people colonizers, right? Mm-hmm. Right, and they see that, but it is cool to see all of these different aspects and things in there, because that is what this movie is about.
Yeah,
in a way.
You know what I wanted to see, like off topic?
What?
Wanted to see, how they had that UN scene at the beginning,
yes,
and how they totally found out they're trying to steal the shit.
Yes.
And there was no repercussions towards the countries that send those soldiers to steal their shit.
Because that doesn't
Marvel
happen.
Movie.
I was like, bro.
Marvel movies don't play heavy.
It also doesn't
politics.
happen in real life. Look what's going on in the other fucking side of the world. Everyone's like, just bad.
Don't do it again.
Because that's always what's happened.
Yeah.
It's just how conflicts like this are.
Because the issue is
with.
You fucked up, and now I point at you. Now you go, okay, I shoot you because fuck it, we're gonna fight.
Wait, so did the Avengers sign that one paper they wanted to sign in like Civil War?
I don't remember.
Civil War
I'm
was
like,
a waste of a movie.
if America goes to war with Wakanda,
yeah,
does the Black Panther have to fight for the American government or like?
Well, he's the king of Wakanda.
Right, but like, did he sign that paper?
Everyone kind of knows who he already is anyway, so you know.
So that's the weird thing, right? It's like who enforces this, right? Is this just like an American government construct? Or was it like a UN construct?
Yeah, so
because now you have like international people.
I think it's a superhero kind of like, you know, Justice League.
Yeah.
It's the Avengers will now make sure everyone signs the paper, and if they don't,
it's
the
like
Avengers go in.
Versailles type of shit.
Probably.
Versailles. But like, and that's the weird thing when you think about it, because you have gods, like literal gods that come down and just like I don't think Thor signed those papers. Thor doesn't care.
Right.
In the original comic, because Ragnarok happens pretty much around the time of Civil War.
Yeah.
Thor comes down after Ragnarok, and Tony Stark's like, "Yo, man, you wanna sign these papers and enlist with this government?" And Thor kicks his ass because he's just looking for a home for his people that just lost their home.
He's like, "Fuck off! I got shit to do."
He's like, "I'm a god. I don't listen to your puny shit."
I don't know. I'm just mad about Civil War 2. Such a good comic. Wasted.
And that's the and I do like what they did with Namor. I mean, Atlantis is such a cool like concept to me, and
I needed more Atlantis.
Yes,
for the 3 seconds they showed it.
No, and that's the thing. Well,
5 seconds.
Well, it's technically not Atlantis, right? But I mean, the way they treated his backstory and changed it for rights reasons, I feel like is tasteful in its own.
Who has rights, Sony?
No,
I don't know. Well, no. That the Atlantis rights is DC.
Yeah,
because of Aquaman. Yeah, that's a separate fight.
It's all a lot of weird shit. The obvious, you know, what's it called? Historical monuments are now DC'd or Marvel because of a name.
Wow.
It's like you can't use Candy because of Candy Crush because fuck King Studio.
Is that why they had to name it Atlantis: The Lost Empire?
The movie?
Yeah.
I mean, that predates all of those other ones, so no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like the comic or whatever.
It's not like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
And Avatar. And that fight that went on over there behind the scenes.
Imagine buying the rights to the name Thor. It's a god. Legit god. And you're like, I got the rights to it.
I mean, now that Winnie the Pooh is like
in the public domain,
can we just buy it? And
we can probably buy Jesus. Does someone copyright? Does the church copyright Jesus?
Am I allowed copyright it?
Jesus?
No, obviously not. That's why there's so many different ones.
That means, can we copyright it?
Can I copyright the Virgin Mary?
I think it is.
It's copyrighted?
No, I've no idea.
The Pope will send us a cease and desist.
I have no idea.
Anyway.
Yeah. It's fine. I do feel like Namor is very similar to Killmonger in a sense.
Oh, yeah.
Like their backstories are so similar, except one's underwater and one's like within the same country, which I think is interesting. And yeah.
Keep going.
No, what were you gonna ask?
But one wasn't exiled and like his family did him dirty.
No, the other was chased out by conquest.
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you think of the Wakanda side? Because this movie is about Wakanda.
Yeah, it is.
Which should make sense.
Yeah,
it's not fully about.
I know.
The other side.
Yeah.
Blanked out on
but
his
the other
name.
side's the best. No, I was just kidding. I enjoy the politics and stuff. I'm like the whole, like I said, the whole tribute to Chadwick and everything, and the idea of traditions and whether they should be followed or not, and the idea of like progressing and becoming something different.
She's like, we need technology because this is gonna kick their asses.
Right, and she's not wrong.
Our spears are cool.
Yeah.
But look at these little daggers.
Yeah.
They fucking kick ass. I just like that, like in the first scene where they're fucking fighting CIA or whatever they are. And she's fucking mercenary. And she's fucking throwing the daggers around. I'm like, those are dope. And
they're dope.
You're not supposed to use those. Where's your spear? I'm like, but those are cool.
Well, those are cool.
They're shorter spears.
They use the same metal, right?
Yeah, I guess. I was kind of confused on what they were exactly.
It still uses vibranium.
Was it?
Everything uses vibranium.
I was gonna tell it was like energy for a little bit because they glowed.
No, there probably is energy.
I don't know if they're
produced by vibranium.
They might be glow sticks.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, at the end of the movie, fucking Baku was like, "I want a challenge for the throne," right? Because Shuri didn't show up.
Yeah.
So does that mean he's the king of Wakanda now?
I think that's the point.
Yeah.
I think he and Shuri worked it out.
Yep.
Okay. So does he get to be Black Panther too, or like?
No, he's just the king of Wakanda.
Well, he wouldn't do it anyway.
What?
Because
why wouldn't you?
No. Because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, and this is a question of ideologies and everything. Because the tribe of M'Baku follows a different god than the black, because they follow the gorilla god instead of Bast. So he wouldn't do it probably out of principle because he's the chieftain of that tribe.
Will he get a cool suit too then?
He's gonna get a fucking gorilla suit?
Maybe.
Bro.
I can picture his fucking.
Because that's the thing. Shuri.
Picture a Power Ranger.
Because Shuri is the Black Panther. Yeah, she adopted that mantle. She used the thing. Bast chose her. Whatever. Because
I don't think you being the leader makes you the icon.
Well, I think that's how it was, but this movie is it wants to push that we're breaking traditions.
Oh,
right?
Okay. That makes sense.
So Shuri is like, just because I did this and got this power doesn't mean I have to be king.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want that responsibility. And so she leaves it to someone who does.
She just wants to be smart, make some cool ass shit, kick people's ass.
Exactly. And so you have the perfect person who can take on this role.
Does she also always have that power now?
What?
Being super strong.
Yes. Damn. That's just her now.
So she got vibranium.
Wait, so how are they gonna choose the next Black Panther whenever she dies?
She can make the plant.
Well, the plant is planted, so it's gonna reproduce itself. But like I thought, the next Black Panther was like whoever was next king, right? But now if the king is not like a follower of the Black Panther god, then like who the fuck's gonna be the next? Or they're gonna have to fucking fight.
Yeah, they're gonna have to fight again for the next one. That's how this works.
Well, if I can keep T'Challa, I'm like, I came here for the kingdom. I am the true heir.
What we do is we just look at what the next comic book says, and that's how we choose.
It's gonna turn into Game of Thrones. You have little T'Challa, right? He's like, I am the true heir. Shuri's just like,
we have House
some outcast.
Black Panther.
It's gonna turn it. The little kid's gonna become Joffrey.
You all will die.
I did like that at the end.
I'd watch that.
Huh?
I'd watch that.
Yeah. No, but I did like the introduction of the kid. And
it was very interesting. I didn't expect it. It was like, hey, look.
You had a
look
kid.
Who it is. I was like,
I didn't even know he had a girlfriend, bro.
Yeah. Of course you did.
You could see the chemistry.
I know.
I mean, technically, in the comics, isn't he married to Storm?
What?
Probably. I don't remember that too far in.
Damn. I think he is.
Storm is badass.
Yeah, Storm is badass.
I think in the comic run, T'Challa's married to Storm.
Dude,
that's a power couple there.
I hope we get X-Men soon, and hope we get like the new Storm. I love her fucking haircut. It's like the mohawk with the long way. Yeah. It's fucking badass. Her new story arcs are also pretty good. But,
hell yeah.
But I also liked the fight scenes in this. Yeah. I had no issues with any of the action.
Yeah.
Except probably the last scene, as Bob said, is
bullshit.
She took a spear and then she lit the guy on fire. Dude, with the fucking wing off.
He spared her life, and then she just was like, yeah, let me kill you.
Vengeance, dude.
Vengeance is a hell of a drug.
Vengeance is a hell of a drug.
Vengeance for my family.
Yeah.
And then they just hugged it out on the fucking ship while they're flying back.
Look, he didn't kill his mom. Her mom chose to save the other girl. I mean, she could have just saved herself and not die.
Yeah, we could have killed Lady that tried to ruin everything.
Yeah.
Or we could have.
She did this, so it all could have just stopped right there.
My question is, so this movie ends, right?
Yeah.
And everyone just hugs it out.
Yeah.
They go their separate ways. Aren't they still going to be chased by fucking the Americans?
Of course. No, that's a conflict.
They didn't resolve all the conflicts.
I said this movie did nothing.
The only thing that changes is now there's another vibranium people that is on their side.
Yeah.
But now they're going to get in trouble with the government because they released the one white dude. What's his name? From The Hobbit.
Bilbo?
Bilbo Baggins. Yeah, they released Bilbo Baggins from prison.
That story arc.
And I'm like, bro, that's illegal.
Okay. I hate this movie way goddamn too long.
Yeah.
2.5 hours is way too much for what this movie was. That whole story arc had nothing to do with anything in this whole movie. To me, all that did was bring out him to talk to the Wakandans.
Yeah.
To tell us important information
that
had to get out there somehow. And then it did nothing. It was like...
Because they were just reusing... The one girl showed up in the...
She showed up in like 3 different movies, and I didn't notice this until it was pointed out to me in another video.
Yeah.
It was like, I saw her in the one TV show with
it's Wanda.
No, the Falcon and
Seinfeld?
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Just kidding. I'm kidding. It's not the same person. I don't think so.
Because like she was making another group of like superheroes or whatever.
Yeah. Well, she's basically what's it called? Fuck.
She's like Nick Fury.
Oh, Nick. That's a good one. I was thinking of the DC girl.
Who?
Oh, the one that would send out all the fucking people.
The one that made the Suicide Squad?
Amanda Waller.
Yeah, Suicide Squad. Amanda Waller. Yeah.
Is that Marvel version?
That's why I pictured her when she kept coming on the screen. I'm like, it's just her. It's the same fucking character. Except she was worse. I like Amanda Waller. She had story arc.
And now she's having her own show, I think.
Yeah. So.
Oh, she is. That is Seinfeld. Yeah. Okay, I was right.
You're talking about the.
She's from Seinfeld.
The chat. Yeah. The chat AI one, right? The Seinfeld YouTube channel.
Chat oh boy. Oh boy.
So, anyway, what did you think of this? About numbers? Anything else you want to talk about this?
No, it was just fun. It was good.
Just I another Marvel action movie.
I enjoyed it.
Spun its wheels.
I enjoyed what it did.
My favorite scene was with Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, that scene is great.
Him calling her out on her bullshit and her family. And I'm like, you know what? He's right.
And she's like, I thought it was gonna be my brother. What the fuck?
But that was always the thing with the first one, right?
Yeah.
Everything you said. You know what? You're right. But then they had to do the Marvel thing of, well, he's obviously the villain, so we have to make him go too far.
Yeah, but he's right though.
He was right so far, and then he went too far.
Like your dad's a hypocrite and a killer. Like, damn, no, he's right.
But that's the thing, right? The thing is the movie's never allowed to be like, yeah, we'll let him do whatever it is he does. It's like, no, we have to make him look evil.
Well, it's like this movie could have been 5 minutes long if we wanted a good movie. To see people come out of the ground, they go, oh shit, they're trying to kill us. We kill the fucking lady. And they go back under, and the movie's over.
I feel like the people were immortal. You know, when they were fighting on the bridge, and then she like stabbed a few of them, and then they all just got up like, hey, I'm good.
Vibranium, dude.
Vibranium skin?
Yeah. They drank it.
Because I thought that was the whole thing. They became like super people.
Yeah.
Because of the vibranium plant.
So do you have, when you're born, you have to drink the plant, or just because you're born like that?
I think you're just born like that, because that's how he became so strong. Because I don't think he ever drank it, because wasn't he?
He was the baby. He was in the womb, so his mom drank it.
Yeah.
She drank the Kool-Aid.
And then he also
became God.
And then he happened to be lucky, and he's a mutant.
Yeah.
Which I did. I love that. I love that we could use that word now. Because he says it.
Immune?
No, he says he's a mutant.
Oh, a mutant.
Because before...
I heard the same thing, but then I knew
he's immune to what?
No. To your shit.
Because before Marvel wasn't allowed to say that. Yeah. They had to say like different things.
Because Fox owned it.
But now they can be like, because Namor is a mutant. That's why he has the little wings, and that's why he's different.
He's different.
Because he's a mutant.
He's different. A mutant. He's weird.
He's super powered.
He's different.
That's true. That's the first time we get to hear probably mutant ever said.
Oh
wait, was it the first time?
Yep, it's the first one.
Yeah, okay.
Because it hasn't been mentioned yet.
They didn't say it on
Because the other mutants haven't come out yet.
The one with the magician dude. What's his name?
Which one?
I know who he's
the only magician dude.
The ones that go like this.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
There's no who's a mutant in there other than Scarlet Witch.
Perfect Xavier.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering if they said it.
No, I don't think they did.
They did.
Because I know that was the first time they showed him.
Yeah, that's the first time you see an X-Men character.
I thought he like mentioned something like that.
Yeah, they killed the Fantastic Four guy in the best way possible.
Turn him to noodles?
Yeah.
Damn, imagine dying by being noodle.
He said he wanted the nudes, and he became the nudes.
I forgot Mr. Fantastic was in there. I forgot the whole scene was in there with
forget.
those people.
That was the best scene.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a horror scene. Anyway, we talked about that. You can look at it somewhere else. Anyway, I thought this movie was fun. All right. What would you rate it?
Well, now that you said this movie is like net zero, it's just like it brings to my.
I know.
This movie did nothing.
You're like, after I watched it, it's a good solid 8.
Yeah.
Now that you say this, and I actually like sit here thinking about it, I'm just like, I think the more I think about it, the more that number starts to like trickle down a little bit.
The issue for me, so I finished the movie right away and nothing happened. Because I was like, the credits roll, I'm like, They just went back underwater. All they did was come up, go down, and it ended. I was like,
no, they came up, they fucked some shit up, and then
they went back.
Yeah, but I said the only thing that I'd argue that this movie pushed forward was obviously the new girl that they added, and Scarlet Witch. Black Panther is now Shuri. Yeah. That's all in my mind this movie did.
I think it was just like we have to talk about, obviously
the passing
and having all these characters, especially Shuri, go through this grief process.
Yes.
Which it did very well.
Yes.
That's the thing that I liked. But then as a plot, it's like as a movie itself did nothing.
Yes. Technically, all that in my mind that happened is the girl came up and she's now part of the Wakandans. Mm-hmm. But that's all that happened. Now he's just like, don't make those machines again. We don't need you stealing our vibranium.
Don't make our ship, but here's a car made out of vibranium.
No, she said she used the same parts.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they put some new shit in it.
There's no special.
It's just
because that was the point to her that it had to be exactly as it was.
But you know what's stupid? So now she goes back to real world, right?
Yeah.
Now government's just gonna be like, fuck, she's back. Let's get her.
Get her ass.
Get her ass.
Dude, if you were that smart, why the fuck you going to college?
You still have to.
Bro, she made a machine that
that
takes vibraniums. You could just sell it to somebody.
Well, look at the world now. You still have to go to college to do
I'm thinking about it. How much do you think she sold that machine to sense vibranium for?
Well, I don't think she sold it because she gave it to the fucking...
The professor. Oh, it was a project.
The professor stole it from her.
So the professor made a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
As usual, the professors fuck the kids. Right? Professors did not fuck the kids.
They fucked the kids over.
There we go. Wait, they didn't bend them over to fuck
No. That's not where we're going with this. But...
Because she made a whole Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
On her side job or side project.
Yeah, by herself. So like,
where do you get the parts for this?
For the Iron Man suit?
Yeah, like what
it's Marvel, dude.
What is an Iron Man suit made of?
People have just everything they want.
It's like the Vulture dude that went and like stole shit from.
Well, he stole Stark stuff.
Yeah.
And then he made his thing with Stark stuff.
No. He stole stuff from the aliens when the
that's what it was.
She probably was like, "Ooh, let me just put it in my pocket."
In my brain, like how this world probably works is because you know how the Earth we're kind of just stuck to here. We can't get resources from anywhere else. Probably resources are just aplenty because we can legit go to probably Mars in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, but the people on Earth can't do that. It's only the super people that can do this.
Yeah, but there's probably basic super people work out there. It's like, what do? I teleport people. Hey, we're gonna go work today.
What? So
teleport you to Mars.
What you're telling me?
Drivers.
What you're telling me is all the Doctor Strange people, all the magicians are like, okay, you're contracted for
2 weeks. You have to send people back and forth.
Intergalactic infrastructure. You're just a portal maker. That's all you're good for.
You see him with the hat and a vest. You're just
okay, let's go.
You're coming today. Okay. Oh, you're leaving.
Dude, how much do you think Amazon could pay a guy like that for? Okay, instantaneous delivery.
$15 an hour.
Yep.
$15.50 maybe.
How much does it cost to teach this person this?
I don't know. The fat guy from Spider-Man learned it pretty quick.
Yeah, he did.
$10 an hour.
$7.25 or whatever minimum wage is
here. Yeah,
I got a picture now. Well, if you think about it, most superheroes don't really work.
No.
But how do they make money? Because most of them don't, get money.
Well,
for being a
some of them
superhero.
they do. Some do.
Well,
right?
yes.
Because
but that's also another reason why we have the Civil War contract and bullshit.
Yeah.
Because they wanted money for doing stuff.
Because you have that. I mean, Captain America is federally funded.
Yeah, he's a government thing.
He's a government dude. Spider-Man is a journalist.
Yeah.
Because he does the Superman
thing. He takes selfies and then he sells.
Yeah, that's exactly what he does. He is an influencer. Before those words came out.
I was going to say he has his OnlyFans.
Dude, imagine he's like, dude, Spider-Man TikToks.
There would be. That's exactly what a modern one would do.
Oh my God, look at Spider-Man.
That's exactly what he would do because that's what he is.
Wow.
I'm trying to think of other ones. I mean, Doctor Strange originally was a surgeon.
Yeah, Tony Stark is technically just a billionaire.
He's a Nepo baby.
He is a Nepo baby.
Make shit.
I mean, I don't think Bruce Banner has a lot of money.
It's Stark's money.
Bruce
Stark's
Banner,
money now.
Wait, Bruce Banner
is the Hulk.
Well, he's a scientist.
Yeah, I know he's a scientist, but it's not like they make a ton, you know.
They make six figures, pretty easily.
They can, depending on what it is and who you work for. Right?
I don't know, man. He was lost in space for a few years.
That means he's an astronaut. They make good money, right?
He came back to money somehow.
Or is he also subsidized by the government now because he's an Avenger?
Yeah, maybe. Or he gets Stark when he's a Stark employee now.
Yeah, because you think Black Panther's a king.
Yeah.
Right? All the funds are right there.
I'm pretty sure if you shake his hand.
Nepo baby. You know what I see now that you have all these these fictional countries coming in. There's still one that I'm waiting to hear now. Just one.
Which one?
Latveria.
Ooh. Wow. It's
Dr. Doom's country.
Yeah. Ah, yes.
Well, there's gonna be that new one that's gonna come out. It's called Hollow Earth. It's just gonna come from the center of the earth.
Dude, you know who's a Nepo baby?
Who?
Thor.
Well, yeah. But Thor's a god.
He's a Nepo baby.
He is a Nepo baby.
Yeah.
Okay. How many of the Avengers are Nepo babies?
Most of them.
Who else isn't? What? I mean,
Black Widow isn't.
Black Widow's not.
She's a spy.
Scarlet Witch isn't.
She was government subsidized, but just a different government.
Yeah. I don't remember what she is.
Who?
Scarlet Witch.
She was an orphan.
Yeah, her and her brother.
Oh yeah, she's just a mutant.
And then she got subsidized by the Russian government.
It depends what universe we're talking about in here, right? Because technically they are Magneto's kids.
Yeah,
Nepo babies. Magneto is loaded.
They're technically Magneto's kids.
Magneto he's just a general contractor. He builds buildings by himself. He's just like,
well, only the steel.
Any metal.
He made all the framing for what's it called?
Yeah.
Buildings.
Yeah.
Skyscrapers.
We either bring in the crane or we just bring in him.
Professor Xavier, Nepo baby.
He's a professor.
He's a professor. Oh wait,
is he though? No, he was in the Holocaust, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh no.
No. That's
Magneto was.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember now.
Professor Xavier was like from a rich family that went to like college and shit, and then he became a professor.
Oh, that's what that was.
Nepo baby.
Yeah, Nepo baby. So Magneto's a self-made man.
Magneto's a self-made. Yeah,
he's the general contractor.
Magneto's the self-made
these
man.
Houses for years.
Spider-Man. He's poor.
Journalist.
Orphaned.
Yeah.
Also a student.
Well, he was.
Debt.
He was a high schooler.
Super debt. That's what he was.
Super debt.
He didn't get into MIT.
No,
he didn't.
He was too stupid.
He's too stupid.
I can't remember all the other characters because then you have all like the intergalactic peeps.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Doctor Strange is a Nepo baby.
You think so?
100%.
I can see that.
Anyway.
Solid 7.
I hated this movie. 7.
Solid 7.
I'm pretty sure no one made it to this part. We got into Nepo babies, and everyone's like, I think they forgot to rate it. Oh well.
Okay, so if you watch it and you don't talk about it, you don't think about it. Solid 8, 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
The moment you start thinking about it,
and it drops to a 7.
You realize
don't talk about it with the bros.
Yeah. Just realize they're all Nepo babies, and we're just here.
Yeah.
Rich people
privileged ass.
Privileged people problems.
Anyway, thank you for watching our lovely podcast. Talking about what would never mind. Anyway, check out our stickers. We'll be at Con soon. We're gonna have some special content coming up, probably April. Probably.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, most likely.
That's our first con.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're having stuff in March.
All right,
that's going down.
Yeah,
you will see probably in April.
Yeah, hopefully.
I will not edit anything while we are gone. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please check us out. Tell a friend. This is how podcasts get out there. I guess we're a podcast.
All of these images are on our Etsy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We will have big versions of them. And if you want something like this, contact us, and then we'll sell them to you at $2 billion each. So, thank you, Dr. Stark and
Dr. Stark,
Mr. Dr. Stark,
Mr. Dr.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
No, it's Mr. Dr. Stark.
Do you think he has a PhD?
Who?
Dr. Stark.
Goodbye.